It's after a transfer window. We're not back for the games that I thought, but kind of one of them. Welcome back. Episode 7. As I said, back a little bit later than planned, but we've got some movements to take into account. And I suppose I should show them to you. And a little bit of a hint for some of those movements is the fact that we've got a balance of 1.1 million. Since you're last with me, we've played Wigan, lost that quite comfortably to be fair, then picked up a 3-1 win against Wimbledon, 0-0 against Tranmere, and a 4-1 loss against Colchester. So, wheels are coming off a little bit. And I'm just not upset. I'm just not. That's fine. Jamie Soul's still doing bits. He's still doing good for us. He's only rated a 3-star, but he's now Vanarama National, a good player. So, as a club, we're not great. You've seen a player. You've seen him. There he is. You'll see him better in a second. But before we jump in to the transfers, if you could do me the favour of liking and subscribing, it would be greatly appreciated. Pop in the comments how you think we're going to get on. Do you think we're going to get promoted this year? Because I'm kind of hoping we don't, which is ridiculous for me to say so. But we're up to 11th. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to start with the players that have left us, mostly because I'm incredibly upset about it. Nathan Shaw is not that player, but he's gone over to Cavalry FC, who are one of the Canadian teams, for a massive 14k or something. 16. But Padraig's left. Little beautiful Padraig has left me. I'm so upset. I don't know what to do. I can't control myself. I'm inconsolable. But he has played or made an appearance in the Premier League already. He's a bit good. He left us for the sweet sum of 750 grand and 50% of his next transfer, which I'm pretty sure is going to be pretty helpful. What we've got also, we'll jump on the clauses and I'll show you. So we've got the one for Omar Dodds, 50% of his. Padraig, 50% of his. Jack Shepherd, we're still aware of his 15%. And Georgie Smith, 50% of his, where Brentford are currently offering us 1.26 million. I'm not sure whether to take it or not, I've got to be honest. He's a good player. He's hardly played for him. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll get the ball by the horns, or whatever you say, and we'll take it. But a cheeky 1.3 million for a goalie that's spent 2 years there and hasn't even featured for them in the league. So we'll take that. If he sells for more, then we'll just rue it. But I'm sure it's going to be more valuable for us in League 2 than it is in Championship or wherever it will be that we have. Players in. Roberto Wilkes, you've probably noticed him again. Leeds kept sulking at me because I was playing him in this wrong position. So it wasn't my choice. They took him back. But I brought him back again for half of the fee, apparently. And what's that? Loan monthly cost of roughly the same amount. So it's cost us less to bring him back and play him where we want. Happy days. I'm going to show you his face again. It's not real. We still know it's not real. It's not great, but it is what it is. A lot of loans here, you've noticed. Stephen Peake started off with us. We brought him back on loan. He'll do a job for us for a little bit. Nice little holding mid. Probably going to take over from, what's his name? John Joe. Because he's kind of, I think he's gone past it now, to be quite honest. We've played him enough games, so he's got a second year on his contract, so he's triggered that clause, which is a little bit upsetting, but we'll get over it. Silko Thomas we brought in as well. Another winger, plays on the left-hand side, inverted winger, can be cover for, I can't remember who plays out there. I haven't played for a few days, my brain's gone. We'll go and have a look. I'm purposely avoiding that player, and there's a reason why. And Vashon Nurthville, we've brought him in as cover at right back. He's good. He's all right. He does a job. At left back, sorry. And he's got a fantastic name. That's kind of the reason why I brought him in, if we're going to be honest. And Adam Stevenson is the last player from Villa. There's no interest in them to let us sign him, even though he's not valued very highly. If you've noticed it, you've noticed it. But I'm going to save it till the end. He's a deep line playmaker. He may be able to play a striker, which could be helpful for us as well. A little bit of versatility. No one hates that. He's 6'7". 6'7". Like, I was umming and ahhing between bringing him in because his wages are a little bit pricey. They're not massively expensive, but a little bit pricey. And then I saw his 6'7", and I thought, whoa, you got to, wouldn't you? And he's called Stevenson, so he's my boy. Unofficially. It's not Iceland, but it's close enough. For the game against Accrington Stanley, we're playing with Nichols in goal, Clark, Wilkes, Stevenson and El Morsi across the back four, Jarrett and Thomas out wide, with Boadu and Stevenson in the middle, but that one's spelled correct. And then Beereth is supporting McGregor up top. You've noticed how tidy that central midfield is. And I know, I'm trying to not be promoted, but also I don't like losing games, so I'm incredibly conflicted. A throw-in on the left-hand side. El Morsi takes it to Thomas. I'm looking for Stevenson. There he is. The absolute unit. Throws, gets it to Boadu, to Clark. Decent shot. Roberts makes a good save. It's gone out for a corner. I mean, realistically, we need to just have a little shuffle around here, don't we? What we'd normally be looking at is our... where's he gone? He's outside the area. That's clearly not what we're going to be wanting, is it? What we want is our centre mid normally just loitering about, just doing centre mid things. But instead, we're going to get him in there at the near post because he's 9 inches taller than our actual centre back. 9 inches, that's stupid. Oh, just no challenge for the header at all. Boadu to Wilkes, Stevenson. What are you doing here? Oh, it just kind of kicks at him. But he's a decent player as well. I kind of want to bring him in. I want to make like a P.T. Barnum's thing going on. He's going to be my tall man. I'm going to say that he's 7'12" and he's not, but they don't need to know that. They haven't got to take my shot. Throw him for Clark, to Jarrett, back to Clark. Headed out pretty limply. Boadu picks it up. There's a man open on the left. He gets it to him. El Morsi puts it into Thomas. It's the post. Jarrett pops it in. It's 1-0. Roughly 5 minutes left at the half. Been pretty quiet since that last highlight. But Boadu's got a corner, puts it towards the near post. Stevenson heads it over. So we've got both fast Stevensons attacking those near posts. I like it. I'm a fan. We're just coming up to the hour mark. We'll have a little look to see what substitutions we can make. We can get Beereth off for Brady, I think. Stevenson's deserving his yellow. We will take him off. He's not particularly performed very well, so we'll get Azaz on. And we'll leave that third substitution towards the end of the game. But realistically, we're going to forget it. I've just done one of the main sins of Football Manager, and I've encouraged them when they're already leading. So it means that they're going to be absolutely livid when this highlight finishes. But Azaz puts it all the way out to his right back. Clark steps into the area, just kicks it at the guy stood in front of him. They are breaking from this, which is a bit concerning because they've got a lot of men. They've scored. Had a lot of men forward, considering they weren't in possession. It's very lazy for them chasing back, but they've benefited from it, which is pretty annoying. Hopefully, me encouraging them now won't. They're upset. Never mind. Ignore that. But I mean, look, they've got 3 people forward. I don't know. I don't know how they've managed to benefit from that, but they have, so don't worry about it. About 10 minutes left. We're going to leave it on positive. They're a decent team. They're ahead of us in the league. Good to get a result, but I mean, we'll see. Well, we'll see what happens this highlight. It's coming into injury time. Johnson's got it on their right-hand side. Craig. I mean, as I say, there's no urgency for my guys to defend. It's a bit frustrating. Azaz, El Morsi, good ball forward through to Thomas. He has got McGregor, but I'm pretty sure McGregor was offside. Yeah, the linesman's just put his flag up. Looks like it's all just going to tick down now. I'll take a point against Accrington. Not upset about that one bit. I mean, if you look at the stats, probably we deserved it, but we didn't get the win, so maybe it doesn't matter. We're going with Nichols in goal, Boadu, Wilkes, Stevenson, El Morsi as the back four say. Jarrett, Durkin out wide with Peake and the other Stevenson, again, spelled correctly, in centre mid, with Beereth supporting McGregor. It is because we've currently got Jamie Soule out injured, and we did have both of our goalkeepers as well unfit, but Nichols appears to have got over what was ailing him. Pedder puts it through to Weston. It's a bit of an active start to this highlight. Maldonado on the right. Durkin kind of closed him down and then just left him to it. And then Helms had a little pop from range, and it goes just wide of the right post. About 26 minutes. Boadu's took a free kick to the near post. We've still got Wilt stood on that post, so bear with me a second. I appreciate we're probably going to end up doing this every game at some point. But with a centre-back that's disgracefully tall like him, it makes sense for us to do so. So it's what I'm going to do. Shuffle these around, get him there. Happy days. There's also not centre-back, it's a centre-mid. But it's fine, we all understand. Here he is. Wilkes. Look at the size difference. Look at the state of him. Boadu puts it back to Stevenson, I expect. There he is. And then out to the left side. Where are you? Here he is. El Morsi. Goalie. He's playing stuck in the mud. He doesn't have a clue what's going on. And I'm perfectly in tune with my little players. I know what's going on. It's all a bit good. Look at this. Sees him. Little playmaker ting. Beautiful. And he smashes it in the near post. Goalie could definitely have done better there. It's half time. Literally nothing else happened. We're doing all right. We're not destroying them, but we're just getting the win. It's what we wanted. It is what we needed. Do I just suck it up and just go for it? Just go whole hog, get promoted? Because I know as soon as I start backing them, they'll start falling apart. You can guarantee it. So I don't know. I mean, if we get promoted, obviously we'll be happy because we're in a better division. But it's just getting a bit ridiculous. At least we're not going to win the title this year, so there is that. El Morsi throws it to Durkin. Sees Stevenson on the edge of the area. Takes the touch. And he goes for the back post. That's not the word. Far post. About 15 minutes left. We have another throw in again on the left side. El Morsi gets it towards Durkin, but it's headed out. Stevenson's picked up the wild clearance. Boadu puts it in towards McGregor. He scores that without touching the ball, so it's impressive. He kicks it with his mind. I wonder if the highlight's going to do this justice, or if I'm going to have to use some editorial mastery to show you it in there. No, highlight shows it as well. Game doesn't even try and hide the fact that it's just done, but cool. I'm all for it. It's worked on my favour. I'm happy. A further throw-in. It's for them this time on their left-hand side. Mannings, Pedder, knocks it towards Burton, and Wilkes is ignoring all the calls of his goalkeeper, unless Nichols is just a mute. Pedder and Mannings, best friends with each other. Absolutely loving it. Peake's got the ball heading down the right-hand side now. He's just kicked the ball and the person stood in front of him. Of course he has. Why wouldn't you? Wilkes, Boadu. I don't know what to do with Stevenson. Obviously, he's not my player, but I'm going to kind of see if I can bring him in, because if I can, I'm liking the idea of it. I've already said earlier, I want him to be my big top guy. So I don't know what I want to do with him. I think leaving him centre mid might work, but you're losing that aerial presence there. I don't know. I'm wondering if he could be a ball playing centre back. I might have to see how his stats lay in regards to a centre back, but I don't know. All that supporting forward. Who knows? They don't really get up for headers though, the supporting forwards, that's the thing. Beereth has just scored though. 3-0 to us. They've got a highlight straight off the goal. Mannings knocks it towards their right winger. Ngandu's got it now. Pedder. He's on the ball quite a bit, isn't he? Adams, Weston. I mean, that wasn't a pass to that player, was it? It was a pass across and he ran into it and it put him through on goal. Not sure about that. And it also was their only shot on target. But it's coming towards injury time. We're 3-0 up and we have another highlight. It's gone towards Adams now from the clearance. Pedder once more. Just kicks it to our left back. It wasn't even a missed time pass. It was straight to the left back. There was no challenge. Stevenson's got it in the middle of the park. Brilliant ball to Durkin. Brilliant ball to Jarrett. Fantastic save from the goalie. It's made its way back to Durkin. Stevenson needs to get his arse in the box. Get his massive frame on a header. But he wasn't feeling it. Oh. Bear with me a second. We've got, here's the mountain. And here's the peak. Brilliant. Right, we'll carry on. Durkin. Oh, I really enjoyed that. It's all done. Just is. A nice little cheeky 3-0. I'm all for that. Good win. Well done, boys. Let's go and see where we're playing in the next episode. I mean, with fans like Renee Jennings, you don't need opposition, do you? His only message in that tweet is fluke. And then 9 little shits liked it as well. Not a fan of that. Hartlepool, who came up with us. Swindon, it's a place where my mum was born. I'm sure you don't care, but she feels the need to tell me all the time, so I've told you. And I hope you'll be there for the episode. If you have enjoyed it, give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell, all that good stuff. And thank you for your time.